on that fateful day in 1997, not a Superman, but the Superman had his life changed forever. A riding accident left him paralyzed, but that accident couldn't dim his spirit of determination. In life, we often face challenges that test our strength, our resilience. Christopher Reeve, best known as the Man of Steel, faced his greatest challenge off-screen. That accident that occurred in May 27th in 1997 during an equestrian competition in Virginia. He was thrown from his horse during a jump, and that resulted in a severe spinal cord injury that left him paralyzed from the neck down. Life is not about what happens to us, to you, to me, but how we react, how we respond to it. He said, "I may be in a wheelchair, but I refuse to let this define me." So despite his physical limitations, he became a beacon of hope for millions around the world. He dedicated his life to advocate for spinal cord research, and he worked hard to make the world a better place, not only for him because he didn't have hope that his disability would be end before his life, but for other people. So he left a legacy through his foundation. He continued his mission to find a cure for paralysis through this foundation and improve the lives of many. So a glass can be half empty or half full, depending how you see that. Imagine that an accident happens in a car. There's two people in this car. One of them, oh, that's a beautiful light, isn't it? Oh, I love the rays, I'll stay here. So an accident happens in a car. There's two people in the car. One of them may say, "Oh, I cannot live anymore. I have a trauma. I can only think about the accident." And the other will say, "This accident made me realize how good and beautiful and rich life is, a gift from heaven, so I will enjoy the rest of my life." It's the same as accident. So it's not what happens to you, but how do you respond to it? We don't have control of everything that happens to us. We can control a lot, but not everything. But what we can control is how we react to the things. Now I'm going to get vulnerable here. I'm going to tell you a story of somebody very close to me. He was 28. His wife was pregnant of the second baby. He was working in construction in Germany, and he fell from 10 meters and broke his neck and spinal cord. He woke up in the kelder. How is the kelder? In the basement. I think people had left him there to die. They had no hope in him. When he woke up, he saw spider houses in the roof. And then people said to him, you had an accident, and after you go back home, you will be in a wheelchair that you will have to drive using your mouth. He couldn't speak. He couldn't move anything. He could only move his eyes. Nothing from the neck below. Nothing else. But he was a man of strength and very positive. He started his rehabilitation with a lot of willpower. He didn't had the need to go to psychologist or a psychiatrist, but he went to the physio and he worked hard. Now he is 58, so 30 years after this accident. He's my partner now. I had the privilege to know him. When I met him, he was already in a wheelchair. But he's one of the most positive guys I've ever met in my whole life. I wonder the way he sees life. He's very positive. We dance together in the wheelchair. We do everything that other couples do. And that's so beautiful, the way he sees life. After the accident, he started to study again. He became an architect. He had his own company. He raised his kids. He got divorced and we met. I am very privileged to have him in my life. Anything that comes, he faces calmly. He's never angry. He's never an enraged bull. He's sweet and kind, and he helps other people that are around. He's always the first to jump to help others. So it's not what happens to you that defines you, but how you see things. So those 3 stories of Christopher Reeve and my partner reminds us that the true strength lies not in our bodies, but in our hearts, in our minds. No matter what obstacles we face, we have the power to overcome them and inspire others along the way. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, see you in the next video.